How about this? Today, the Pentagon revealed its UFO database, saying there is no evidence of aliens, but admitting there are some mysterious sightings that it simply cannot explain. That report unveiled today is made up of 400 incidents, all documented since 2004.
And while the hearing did reveal some information, there is a lot that is mysterious. WBZ's John Keller talked with a Harvard professor at the cutting edge of UFO research who says today's hearing is still important.
I think something is happening.
For decades, the idea of UFOs and extraterrestrial life has inspired fascination and fear. And with the military's recent acknowledgement of unexplained aerial phenomena, interest in them, and the public's belief they might be alien spacecraft have grown.
The triangular appearance is a result of light passing through the night vision goggles and then being recorded by an SLR camera.
At today's first congressional hearing on this topic in decades, officials explained away some of the sightings, but not all.
Is this one of the phenomena that we can't explain?
I do not have an explanation for what this specific object is.
It illustrated that the government is serious about figuring out what the nature of these unidentified objects is.
No one was watching the hearing with more interest than Harvard science professor Avi Loeb. His Galileo project aims to answer the question on everyone's mind.
It seems like objects from outside the solar system do not appear to resemble objects that we had seen before within the solar system. There is a chance that we will find technological objects from another civilization, by which we will first realize that we are not the smartest in the universe, that there might have been a smarter scientist before Albert Einstein.
Imagine that.
Yeah, well, we want to know if that's true. I think a lot of people are really grateful that he is doing the work that he's doing. So I'm curious, was Professor Loeb reassured that the government is being open at this point about what it knows and about what it doesn't know?
Well, he was very positive about what happened today, Lisa, but keep in mind the committee did go into closed-door mode after the public session. And to the extent that some of these objects that we keep seeing are a national security issue, it might be related to what China or Russia are doing, some secrecy will obviously still prevail. But Professor Loeb said he's more worried that academic skepticism of all this might be more of a drag on research going forward than the government. And one notable fact about the hearing, there was bipartisan agreement about the need to know more, and you just don't get that every day.
Wait a second.
I know.
On this planet?
An unidentified political object, bipartisanship.
We'll take that one. John, thank you. David?
I bet it was in the closed-door hearing when they brought out the aliens, just so you know.
Right.